Hi, I'm Sekaar, and today we're going to be going over my Magic and Templar build for the Ascending Tide chapter. Before you ask, yes, I'm using this little cutie for views because he is adorable and I think you guys should see him. Say hi to him in the comments. His name is Romero. You better say hi to him, or else he'll get upset. Look at him. He'll get mad. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like the video. Bye. Alright guys, let's get started. First things first, we're going to look at the gear. As always, before I even go over the gear, I'm just going to show you guys all of our enchantments are going to be in the prismatic enchants. That's every single build basically that you want to ever do. You're just going to do prismatic. It's definitely the move. I love it. That way you can get the most amount of max HP, max magic, and max stamina as possible. So always use that prismatic enchant on everything. So our monster set on this build is going to be Magma Incarnate, both heavy pieces and both in the reinforced trait. Magma Incarnate, you're going to get for that one piece, you're going to get that magic recovery and that stamina recovery, so that's Pog. And then for the two piece, you're basically going to be getting, for healing yourself, you're going to be getting Minor Courage and Minor Resolve, so you're going to be getting weapon and spell damage increased by 215 and your armor increased by 3k for 10 seconds. That is insane. I love it. I love it. You honestly, it's the best monster set in the game right now, in my opinion, especially on this kind of build right now. And please don't be like, "Hey, Sekaar, if I don't have Magma Incarnate, what should I run?" No, run that. Go farm it. Get it from the dungeon. The dungeon's not that hard. Go get it. Trust me, it's worth it. Go do it. All right, and that's the end of that. So our chest base is going to be Curious to the Trainee in heavy, reinforced. We have an extra slot on this build, so getting a trainee piece out there to get your max health as high as possible is the move. So definitely get that heavy trainee chest. Our hands are going to be Rallying Cry in Divines. This is going to be on your front bar. So what Rallying Cry does, it's a brand new set for this patch. It adds critical chance, max magic, another set of critical chance, and then while Battle Spirit is active, critically healing yourself or an ally causes you and up to 11 group members within 12 meters to gain 300 weapon and spell damage, and then 1650 critical resistance for 20 seconds. And then that buff reapplies, every now and then. So you can keep that going at all times, and it is a huge buff to have, and having that going in combat while you're going offensive is definitely the move if you can keep your hots up. So Rallying Cry, again, there are some sets that you can use instead of this, like Warmane, you're still going to be able to do damage, or something like Clever Alk, you're still going to be able to do damage. But, it's a new patch, so, I want to try some of the new sets, which is why I've got Rallying Cry on here. I really like it so far. I was playing with this a lot today, and I wouldn't be making a build if I don't recommend it. So I definitely like Rallying Cry in this build a lot. So that's going to be our hands in the divine trait. There's no need to have any impen pieces on here since your critical resistance is going to be increased. So no impen needed. You can go with well fitted if you want, but I like the divines. That way, we can get that, we can get our Mundus up as high as possible. So Rallying Cry gloves, Rallying Cry sash, divines again, and then Rallying Cry legs and divines again. All those three pieces on your body are going to all be in divines. And then our feet, it's going to be Ola Reams. Basically what Ola Reams does is the two piece gives you magic recovery. The three piece doesn't really matter. The four piece, another set of magic recovery, and then the five piece, that is what's huge on this. The casting abilities that leave an effect on the ground in combat will create a circle of might for 5 seconds. You and the group members in the circle gain major courage for 20 seconds, increasing the weapon and spell damage by 430 for 20 seconds. That is huge. So you're basically this build between Rallying Cry and Olareams, you are just increasing your weapon and spell damage so much, and this helps your group members out too. Like between that and Magma Incarnate as well. So yes, it's a good solo build, but as far as a duo build too, this build works really well. So Olareams, I really, really, really like as a backbar set. And again, please don't be like Sekaar. What do I run instead of Olareams? I don't have it. Go farm it. It's really easy to go to Kraglin and be like, hey guys, I want to do normal Cloud Rest. Because Perfected doesn't matter, it's just a line of extra max magic. And you don't need that on your back bar. So guys, get Olareams, get out there, go farm this. It has been meta on MagPlar last patch. It's meta on MagPlar this patch. It is phenomenal. Guys, please, 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 go get this. It's really easy to go do normal cloud rest. I can do it blindfolded, so please go do that. Our jewelry is going to be Olarim's necklace infused with a spell damage glyph. Our mythic is going to be Markin Ring of Majesty in the infused trait with a spell damage glyph. What Markin does is you gain 100 weapon and spell damage and 1,157 armor for every set that you're wearing of at least 3 pieces or more. So that's going to count both the Rallying Cry and the Olarim's. So what this is doing is it's really just getting you, extra 2,300 armor and an extra 200 weapon and spell damage. And it is, definitely a huge, huge, huge monster set to use. I love it. Or not monster set, I'm sorry, Mythic. So I really like this. Again, go farm it. It's worth it. It's been meta for, a few patches now ever since it was released. So, go get it. The only thing that I would say that could replace it on this build is using Death Dealers would be really nice on this too. Getting your max magic, health, and stamina up with Death Dealers would be pretty nice, but I wanted the extra little bit of resistances and weapon and spell damage on this build. So, I like Markin, but, play it however you want to. And then our other ring is going to be Olarim's in the Swift trait with a magic recovery glyph on it. Pog. And then our front bar weapons are going to be Rallying Cry maces. Maces are going to increase your pen on this character. So your spell damage is already high enough, so you don't need swords. So I really want to increase my pen on this build. So getting a Nirnhoned front bar mace and then sharpened mace on your offhand is going to increase your damage as much as possible. With that, let me see. Oh god, how do I switch bars? Oh, like that. Hell yeah. So with that, our spell pen is going to be at 9,300, and I think that's pretty damn high for a, just for a MagPlar. Also, our spell damage just chilling is 4,166. That's without any buffs from Rallying Cry, Magma Incarnate, or Olarim's. So just sitting there, it's going to get to roughly about 7k, which I think is pretty high, and, you're really tanky on this build. You're going to have the, I don't even know how to look at this. Critical resistance is going to be at, oh god. Here, if I can heal myself, if I can heal myself and then have this go off, it's going to be really, let me just do that. There we go. So if we look at that, our critical resistance is going to get up to basically 3k. So that's why we don't need any kind of divines or any impen pieces. Your critical resistance gets so high in this build that it's just, this is really good for solo and duo play. I really like it. And then as you can see, your spell damage, it's just continuously proccing. Your spell damage just chilling is getting pretty damn high too. This is without the proc of Magma and without the proc of Olarim on your bar either. So you're going to get to about 7k with both of them procced properly. And then on our back bar, Olarim's Resto Staff. This is probably, besides the Markin Ring, this is going to be the toughest thing to get. This RNG is just, it was not on my side getting this. It took me a long time to get it, but once I did, I was so happy. It was a breath of fresh air. It was a sigh of relief. I was so happy to finally get this drop. Getting this in defending is huge. This can increase your resistances while on your back bar, so you don't need powered because MagPlar healing is already disgusting through the roof. So just getting defending, getting your resistances up is the way to go. Let's look at our character sheet while we're, before we get to our skills. I need to find you guys. Remember, I'm still getting used to... Oh, there we go. I'm still getting used to... I'm getting used to the PC UI when I'm doing build videos. So we're going to be a Breton on this build. As you can see, Breton is going to be giving you that magic recovery and also the reduced cost on magic abilities, which is huge because we are a vampire on this build. Always go Vamp Stage 3 during this patch. It is broken. It's built in Pariah. So vampire is huge. Do that. Please don't give me any excuses. Go vampire. It's tanky. Everybody should be vampire. I don't care what kind of build you are. I don't care if you're a stamina. I don't care if you're a magicka. Vampire is huge. You are so tanky with this on. It's built in Pariah. Do it. Anyways, I digress. Attributes. You're going to have 35 into magic and 29 into health. This is going to give you a nice balance between max health and max magic. The max magic is a little low, but it doesn't matter. You just do one heavy resto pull and you get a lot of magic back. Trust me, just it's worth it. If you're not feeling comfortable with that, add another one. Add another recovery glyph to your jewelry. But I'm pretty comfortable with it. Having our magic recovery at 1663, it's really not that bad. You don't need sustain on this. You just do a heavy resto pull and you get half your magic back just from that. So that's huge right there. Our Mundus is going to be the Apprentice, getting that spell damage up by 324 because we have those 4 Divines pieces, so that is huge right there. And our food is going to be Clockwork Citrus Fillet. That's really expensive, that food. I know it's expensive, but it's worth it in my opinion. There's other things you could do. Maybe try your Orzogas and change around your attributes. There's a lot of different things you could do, but I personally like Clockwork Citrus for this. And then on to our skills, baby. Our front bar is going to look like this. Puncturing Sweep is going to be your main spammable. The Templars and Sweeps go together like bread and butter. They're, ugh. You can't really run it without the other. It's definitely huge in the way to go. Degeneration, this is going to increase your spell damage from that major sorcery. So you're going to get that increased by 20%. And it's also a nice little dot, but, it's not too much. But, you're just doing it for the major sorcery. Top lane charge. That's it's your gap closer and it's a spammable. Oh, no, I'm sorry. It's not a spammable. I didn't mean to say that. It's your gap closer and also your stun. So if you could line that up with your purifying light sweeps combo and then your crescent, you burst some people down. It's really nice. And then, as I said before, purifying light. This ability is really good. It basically takes the accumulation of all your damage in that time period, and you do a lot of damage with that. I've hit really high numbers on this. I think my highest one was like I hit a 14k today. That was just today, and because this is my first day on this build, and guys, I love it. This hits so hard. If you can hit it right, trust me, use that. And then Living Dark, this ability is one of the most broken abilities in the game. It's a really good heal. And then having that on your front bar is going to proc your Rallying Cry a lot of the time. So definitely use that. I love it. It's just a really good heal that just helps you go offensive no matter what. And then Crescent Sweep is going to be your ultimate on this build. Please don't use anything like Destro stat, actually, no, you can't use Destro Staff on this build. I was going to say, don't use Lightning Destro ult. It's not that good compared to this. This is a spammable. It's only 77 ult. So using this it hits so hard, and it's so cheap, too. And you get a nice dot on you afterwards, too. It's so nice, guys. Use this. It's a beautiful ultimate. It's a beautiful ultimate. Channel Focus is going to be your source of major resolve, but it's also going to proc your Olarim, so make sure you have this up at all times, and it's a nice heal while you're standing in it too, so Pog. Elusive Mist, I couldn't decide between Elusive Mist or Race Against Time on this build. Either one works. I won't judge you either way. I kind of like Elusive Mist, but, Race Against Time, I might do. I haven't decided yet. Extended Ritual, this is going to purify any negative effects off of you, and it's also going to proc your Olarim as well. So definitely keep that on your bar. And then also having that out, if you have that out and then you switch to your front bar, that'll proc your Rallying Cry. I forgot the name of it for a second. Honor the Dead, your burst heal, as if you didn't have enough heals on this build. This is going to be your in danger kind of heal. Like if you're taking way too much pressure and you're like below 50%, this is going to be the heal that you use. All the other ones are really good to keep up when you're still at full health, or if you're starting to get a little bit lower, like into the 80, 70, 60% range. But this is going to be your burst heal, and this is also going to be the best heal that you could use to help out your allies. And then Radiating Regen, I like this morph because you can give it to your teammates, and it also guarantees the hit on you. I don't like the other morph. Like, yeah, it's a better heal on the other one, but it's not guaranteed to go to you. So I really like Radiating Regen, and just giving that to your allies is huge. And then also, using that, then switching to your front bar. If it crits, that's going to proc your Rallying Cry. And then Life Giver, this is the Resto ult. I was debating between using either this or Temporal Guard to give you that protection on the back bar, But, you know, Life Giver is fine. You already are super tanky on this build, and if you need a heal, like a really emergency heal to give to one of your allies or even yourself, you know, if you're taking too much pressure, you know, it's pretty cheap. Only 128 ult, so definitely use that or Temporal Guard. It doesn't matter. And then our champion points. Our blue slottables are going to be Master at Arms, Ironclad, Duelist Rebuff, and Biting Aura. Our red tree is going to be Celerity. I want to be as fast as possible. Fortified, getting that armor up. Boundless Vitality, getting that health up. And Relentlessness. So this is going to give you major protection whenever you're feared or stunned or anything. And guys, it's beautiful. For 3 seconds, you get major protection. It's beautiful. You love it. And you're getting feared so often. So you're having major protection, like, how often? Like, every time you're stunned or feared? That's really huge, honestly. It's really huge. Green tree doesn't matter as much. Green tree is for PvEers, and we don't... Ew. Gross. I'm sorry, guys. That was toxic. Anyways, Rationer, Liquid Efficiency. Those are the 2 most important things. And then also, as always, Breakfall is super important. Get that reduced damage from your fall damage. And I'm trying to think if there's anything I missed. I don't think so. But, you know, guys, if you enjoyed the video, please liking it really helps me out. It's just 1 click. You know, I'm not really asking for much. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, that helps me out so much too. Doing this as a, you know, between YouTube and Twitch, doing all this stuff as a full-time gig, you know, all your guys' support helps me out. You know, just watching the videos and just, you know, liking the videos, even commenting just like a random thing. I don't even care what you say. I mean, I do care about what you say, but like if you just want to comment something random, you know, I'm cool with that too. It helps me out so much in the algorithm. You know, I'm just babbling at this point. Guys, if you want to see this build live in action, you can catch me live at twitch.tv/Sekaar. I'm going to stop talking now. I'm sure you're sick of hearing me. But guys, I hope you have a great rest of your day, night, morning, whatever time it is for you. And I will see you guys on the next video. Later.